Clumsy. Let me go grab some napkins. Dom got up from his seat and made his way over to the cutlery table in the center of the food court. As he walked, I noticed Aso was watching him and appeared somewhat transfixed. Eventually, he brought his gaze and turned back towards his meal. During his turn, he noticed I'd been watching and got a small fright before returning to his food as nonchalantly as possible. Moments after, Dom had returned and cleaned up the mess he made. He sat back down and took a noticeably more careful bite from his kebab. Yet another curiosity, and once again I decided not to pry, instead starting a new topic of conversation. Oh, by the way, Diego hasn't said whether he will work exactly. He's a bartender at that place around the corner from here. I see. Has he worked there long? As long as I've known him, I saw. About a year or so now, I think. I see. I can totally picture him being a bartender. He certainly knows his liquor, although maybe that's a bad thing. Oh, well, you never say how you and Diego met. Ah, well, we dormed together in university for 2 years. Moved to Bucharest right after that. Cool. Is he much different now? He's much bigger and stronger than he was. Personality-wise, so far, he seems mostly the same. I can't picture him being a huge troublemaker back then. He was, but I can't talk. I was just that bad. Ha ha ha! I can totally see it. What about you guys? What do you both do? I'm in the business of events, so I build stages, cater to security, whatever that needs doing. The variety is great, keeps me on my toes. I'm studying part-time. I'm also working part-time for delivery service time or place. We run our wholesale grocery supplies to businesses and stuff like that. I see. I was working full-time until recently, but kinda such. Hoping to start over here and have a happier life. You will. Work rate is great. There's plenty of opportunities here. I wonder if my boss is hiring. I should ask. I appreciate that. Thanks, Dom. The other two had already finished their food and were patiently waiting for me to finish mine. I took my last few bites and let out a contented sigh. So, what's the plan now? I was thinking I head home soon and relax a bit. The last few days have been hectic, to say the least. Oh, you're leaving already? It's okay, so he did just move to a whole new city after all. I can't blame him for wanting some downtime. We'll see each other soon enough, I'm sure. I've got your number, so can I ask for yours, Dom? Sure. Show me your phone for a second. I handed Dom my phone and he put them closely together. My phone made a sound before he handed it back to me. There you are. I should be in your contacts now. Right. Okay, guys. See you next time. Bye. I have fun hanging out with you. Until next time. I spent most of the afternoon relaxing back at Diego's. I also had a shower, done the dishes from the morning and the previous night and tidied up around the house a bit. After all, Diego wasn't charging me to stay with him. I might as well have made myself useful. The last couple of hours I burned between my phone and Diego's video game collection. As the sun went down, I started to feel myself getting a tad peckish. I got up and answered the door to find Diego standing on the other side. Well, hey there! How was work? Pretty good, actually. They honestly barely needed me, but I'm happy to take their money. That's good. Now tell me, I'm starving. Any dinner plans? Oh, tell me about it. I haven't eaten some breakfast. We still got leftover pizza from last night. I was figuring we could help ourselves to that. Sure, sounds good to me. I reheated myself a couple of slices of pizza while Diego just ate his corn. He preferred it that way apparently. I didn't understand. The two of us ate in silence for a few moments before Diego started conversation. Well, what? How did I go with ISO and Dopamine? Pretty good, I say. Didn't stick around for too long. I wanted to relax a bit today after the past few days being so busy. They seem really nice, those. I definitely get to know them a bit better. Glad to hear it. Now, about tomorrow. Did you have something in mind? Yeah, I got to work tomorrow too, but I was thinking you could come in and meet my boss. Meet your boss? Why? I was thinking he might have some work for you. Or at least he might know someone that does. Was a short ride? I can see why not. That's what I figured. So, does that sound good to you? Sure thing. Right. Having finished his meal, Diego reclined back into the couch and moments later fell to sleep for an enormous yawn. Oh, jeez. You took it off of me. Heading to bed already? Yeah, I think I should. Sorry, man. I'd like to have stayed up with you longer. It's okay. Honestly, I'm exhausted too and could use an early night. Even after your sleep in this morning, huh? I've been on the go constantly for a whole week now trying to sell my stuff and organize coming here. I'm still catching up on lost sleep. That's fair. Alright, man. Good night. I'll catch you in the morning. Yeah. Sleep well, Diego. Following his departure, I switched off the lights and made my way to the spare bedroom. I took off my shirt, slipped into bed, and then reflected on the day that had been. Seeing Aiswa again was a real treat. He seemed like a sweet guy and someone who would make a good friend. Dom, on the other hand, gave off an almost brotherly vibe and seemed like someone I could come to rely on. The two of them had an interesting dynamic. They definitely appeared to care for one another, as friends or like brothers. Or perhaps... who knows? Either way, I was sure I'd find out soon enough. Today's plan was as we discussed the previous night. I would accompany Diego to work and meet with his boss to inquire about any available work he might have. Much like the day prior, we worked in chef breakfast and we're now making our way into town. You know, one of these days I really have to get a car. At least it's a nice walk though. Besides, it isn't that far to go and the exercise is good, right? Yeah, you're right. Well, it just gets on when it's a daily routine, you know? Yeah, I know. Despite being in the middle of fall, the sun was shining and the temperature was neither too hot nor too cold. An awfully pleasant day for a walk just like this one. A short distance from Diego's house began a walking track along the riverside. We passed others on occasion, some walking, some on bikes, and some even fishing in the river. I wonder whether you were able to catch anything in such a place, but the assortment of fins sticking out of the buckets was more than a sufficient answer. This route was an easy way to get into town on the while being rather picturesque. I made note of this observation, intending to use the track should I ever feel the need to get some exercise. Before long, we arrived in town. Around where the bridge connecting Bucharest to the other side of East River was, the track turned into a broadway with many pathways leading inward to the town itself. As it would turn out, we were only a couple of blocks away from the mall. The bar must be very close by. We're nearly there, so here's the plan. Come in and take a seat at the bar. I find him and bring him out to talk to you. He won't mind, will he? I'm sure he's a busy man. Trust me. There was not to do but exactly that, but still felt somewhat awkward to be interrupting the day on a clearly busy man. Alright, we're here. Remember the plan? I mean, you told me like 2 minutes ago. Psh, whatever man, let's do this. Diego and I separated at the entrance as I made my way to the stools lying in the front of the bar, and Diego behind the counter and through a swinging wooden door leading out back. The bar was an unexpectedly sophisticated establishment. Wooden counters, vintage booths, and calm lounge music made for a comfortable high-class experience. I was the only person at the bar counter, and there were a few other patrons scattered throughout the rest of the establishment. I took note of the schedule sitting on the back counter. The kitchen would open late morning to begin serving lunch, and the bar would then become available mid-afternoon. I figured that would be Diego's pause for the day. The sound of the swinging door caught my attention. I looked over to see a rather large tiger saunter towards me. He certainly wasn't what I had been expecting. Good day. You must be Bao. I have heard much about you. You have? Indeed. My name's Tai. It's a pleasure to meet you, Tai. I assure you the pleasure is all mine. Now, Diego informs me you are inquiring whether I have any work available. Is that correct? Yeah, more or less. I just moved here and I'm starting fresh. I'm looking to get established. I see. Well, I welcome you to Bucharest. You have picked a right location to start over. As for work, Diego vouches for you. Therefore, I would be more than happy to bring you on board. Alas, I'm uncertain just how much assistance we will require. The sound of the wooden door caught my attention once more, this time with Diego passing through and subsequently approaching us. Yo, Tai, awfully busy as of late, huh? Yes, Diego, you're quite right. Back to work now, okay? Diego simply grinned at me and returned from whence he came. That's what awfully convenient timing, was he? Listening in, indeed. He was standing right around the corner the entire time. How perceptive! I had no idea. A cat's senses are never wrong. Diego's right, however. Business is booming, and as pleased as I am with the fact with only the two of us, it has placed quite a lot of strain on our sport. Alas, inconsistency is very much the nature of this kind of business, and now that summer is behind us, I suspect things might begin to slow down again in the near future. With that in mind, I cannot presently offer you anything permanent, but we would both appreciate some help from time to time. That much is for certain, though only of course if you would like to. I'm not in any dire financial need, so I don't think it would be an issue. Let's say, do you mind if I take a day or two to think it over? Of course not. Take as much time as you need. Thank you. Oh, And while I think of it, if you are on the lookout for more options, a close friend of mine is always looking for extra hands. Oh, tell me more. He is an event promoter, mostly handles concerts and such, but covers the full spectrum as well. Ty reached under the counter and produced a business card, handing it to me. The name on the card read Lucas, and there was an address and phone number as well. If you walk by, I can call ahead so that he is expecting you. I appreciate that. One moment, please. Ty produced a cell phone from under the counter and made the call. Lucas, my friend, how are you? Oh, I see. Although perhaps it was for the best, especially considering recent events. I'm glad. You say yourself was something on a liability. On that topic, I might have just the thing for you. I have given your business card to your man Diego brought it. Oh, well, this is the end of this video. I'm Bao. Thank you so much for you watching these videos and other videos on my channel, and see you next time.